Here's a most SEO-optimized 1-minute intro script for your YouTube video about the Liberty United States of America half-dollar coins. Written to boost ranking, watch time, and engagement. Exactly starting with, "Welcome back to the channel." Studio microphone script. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring the incredible world of the Liberty United States of America half-dollar coins, one of the most iconic and collectible coins in U.S. history. These stunning half-dollars carry the bold word liberty, the proud phrase, "In God we trust," and the classic American eagle, symbols that represent freedom, power, and heritage. But did you know some Liberty half-dollars are worth far more than their face value? In this video, we'll uncover which dates, mint marks, and rare errors make these coins so valuable, and how you can identify if you're holding a hidden treasure. Whether you're a serious coin collector, a beginner, or just curious about rare U.S. coins that could be worth thousands, stay tuned, because your Liberty half-dollar might just change your fortune. Would you like me to create 10 SEO-optimized YouTube titles and high-ranking tags for the same video next to help appear in top searches? Here's a 20-minute SEO-optimized, continuous narration script for your YouTube video about the Liberty in God We Trust 1990 United States of America half-dollar coin. It contains no intro, no outro, and no headings. Just an engaging, keyword-rich flow that's perfect for watch time and YouTube SEO ranking. The Liberty in God We Trust 1990 United States of America half-dollar coin is one of the most recognizable and collectible modern U.S. coins, continuing the long-running Kennedy half-dollar series that began in 1964. On the obverse, this coin proudly displays the portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts. The word liberty arcs across the top, symbolizing freedom, while the phrase "In God We Trust" is elegantly divided by Kennedy's neck, and the date 1990 appears clearly below the portrait. On the reverse side, designed by Frank Gasparo, the heraldic eagle spreads its wings wide with shield on its chest, clutching an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other, representing America's readiness for peace and defense. Surrounding the eagle is a ring of stars, along with the inscriptions United States of America and half-dollar, emphasizing national unity, pride, and heritage. This timeless design has made the Kennedy half-dollar one of the most beloved and enduring coins in American history. The 1990 Kennedy half-dollar was struck in copper-nickel-clad composition, continuing the standard established after 1971, when silver was permanently removed from regular circulation half-dollars. The coin structure features a pure copper core with outer layers of copper-nickel, producing a silvery finish that maintains the coin's bright and durable appearance over time. Measuring 30.6 millimeters in diameter, weighing 11.34 grams, and featuring a reeded edge, the 1990 half-dollar feels substantial in the hand, larger than a quarter, and a true representation of American coinage craftsmanship. The strong design details, high relief portrait, and symbolic reverse give this coin a distinct presence that collectors and enthusiasts deeply appreciate. In 1990, Kennedy half-dollars were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins specifically for collectors. Coins from Philadelphia Mint carry no mint mark. Denver issues feature a small D mint mark located just below Kennedy's neck on the obverse, and San Francisco proofs bear the S mint mark. Mintage numbers were strong, reflecting continued production of the half-dollar for both general use and collector interest. While millions were struck, most 1990 half-dollars did not see heavy circulation, as the denomination had by that time become more collectible than practical in daily commerce. Many examples were stored in bankrolls, proof sets, or mint sets, preserving them in uncirculated condition for decades. The value of a 1990 half-dollar depends heavily on its condition and type. Circulated coins generally hold their face value of 50 cents, but uncirculated examples with full mint luster are worth more to collectors. Coins graded MS65 and above are especially desirable due to their brilliant surfaces and sharp strikes. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, with their mirror-like backgrounds and frosted details, are prized for their beauty and craftsmanship. Deep cameo examples graded PR69 or PR70 command the highest values, as they represent nearly perfect strikes with exceptional contrast between the frosted devices and the mirror fields. Even though the 1990 half dollar is not considered rare, collectors appreciate its quality and the opportunity to find pristine examples for their Kennedy half dollar sets. The 1990 Kennedy half dollar also presents interesting opportunities for error and variety collectors. Like other years and series, minting errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, die cracks, and clip planchets can occasionally be found. A double die obverse might show slight doubling in inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust, making such coins highly sought after by variety specialists. These errors transform otherwise common coins into unique numismatic treasures that can command premium prices. Searching through rolls of 1990 half dollars remains a rewarding activity for collectors hoping to discover rare mint anomalies. Historically, the 1990 half dollar reflects a steady production of Kennedy half dollars during a time when the denomination was rarely seen in circulation. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, most Americans seldom use half dollars in everyday transactions, preferring smaller coins or paper money. However, the mint continued to produce them each year to satisfy collector demand, maintain tradition, and provide sets for both domestic and international markets. As a result, the 1990 half dollar holds its place as part of the continuous legacy of the Kennedy design, an enduring symbol of national pride, minted through every decade since the 1960s. The design of the Kennedy half dollar itself remains one of the most admired in modern U.S. coinage. The portrait of John F. Kennedy was created by Gilroy Roberts shortly after the president's assassination in 1963 and was meant to honor his memory and leadership. The reverse by Frank Gasparo mirrors the presidential seal, with a heraldic eagle representing the strength and unity of the nation. The inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust embody the values of freedom, faith, and commitment that are foundational to the United States. The 1990 issue continues this proud legacy, maintaining the design's integrity while showcasing the mint's evolving craftsmanship in the clad era. For coin collectors, the 1990 half dollar is an important piece within the Kennedy series, essential for completing date and mint mark collections. A complete set would include the 1990 no mint mark coin from Philadelphia, the D mint mark coin from Denver, and the S proof coin from San Francisco. Proof versions are particularly appealing due to their deep mirrored surfaces and frosted details, often encapsulated in government-issued proof sets. Collectors seeking high-grade mint state coins look for sharp strikes, clean surfaces, and strong luster. Certified examples graded by professional grading services offer added assurance of authenticity and condition, making them popular among both seasoned collectors and investors. The grading scale for the 1990 half dollar follows the Sheldon system, ranging from circulated grades such as VG8 and F12 to uncirculated grades like MS60 through MS70. Coins in MS65 or higher represent exceptional quality, showing no significant marks or blemishes. Proofs are evaluated with PR grades, and those with deep cameo or ultra cameo designations indicate the highest level of eye appeal. Because millions of 1990 half dollars were produced, only the most perfect examples stand out, giving serious collectors a challenge to find the finest specimens available. In terms of investment, here's your fully SEO-optimized 20-minute continuous narration script for a YouTube video about the Liberty in God We Trust 1993 United States of America half-dollar coin, written in natural, engaging, keyword-rich language without any intro, outro, or headings, perfect for long viewer attention and YouTube algorithm optimization. The Liberty in God We Trust 1993 United States of America half-dollar coin stands as a brilliant continuation of the historic Kennedy half-dollar series that has become one of the most iconic and enduring in American coinage. This 1993 half-dollar honors President John F. Kennedy, a symbol of leadership, courage, and hope for millions. The obverse of the coin displays a powerful portrait of Kennedy facing left, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The word Liberty arches boldly above his head, while the phrase In God We Trust is divided across the lower part of the design, and the date 1993 rests neatly below his neck. This arrangement of symbols and inscriptions captures the strength of the American spirit and the enduring respect for freedom and faith that the nation holds dear. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's heraldic eagle design radiates authority and unity. The eagle carries an olive branch and arrows, symbols of peace and readiness for defense, and the inscriptions United States of America and $50 circle the design, surrounded by 50 stars representing the nation's states. The 1993 Kennedy $50 continues the modern clad composition used since 1971, consisting of outer layers of copper nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This combination gives a coin its signature silver-like shine while ensuring durability for decades. Each coin measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter, weighs 11.34 grams, and features a finely reeded edge. The coin's large size, impressive detail, and metallic brightness make it instantly recognizable and highly collectible among numismatists and casual coin enthusiasts alike. The craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint in producing such a detailed and balanced design remains a true testament to American engraving excellence. In 1993, Kennedy $50 were struck at 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark. The Denver coins carry a small D mint mark below Kennedy's neck, and the San Francisco proofs feature an S mint mark. Circulation strikes from Philadelphia and Denver were made primarily for collectors, as the $50 was no longer commonly used in daily commerce by this period. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint were created using specially polished dies and planchets, giving them a mirror-like finish and frosted details that are visually striking. These proof versions were sold in official U.S. Mint proof sets, making them prized possessions for serious collectors. While the 1993 Kennedy $50 was produced in large quantities, its value today depends greatly on its condition and strike quality. Circulated examples typically retain their face value of 50 cents, but uncirculated and proof specimens can be worth much more depending on their grade. Coins in mint state grades of MS65 and above display brilliant luster, sharp details, and no significant contact marks. Proof coins graded PR69 or PR70, especially those with deep cameo contrast, are considered top-tier collectibles. These coins, with their frosted designs and mirrored fields, represent the finest quality and are highly sought after by collectors building complete Kennedy $50 proof sets. Collectors also look for special varieties and minting errors that can significantly increase the value of a 1993 $50. Commonly sought errors include double die obverse, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and clipped planchets. A double die might show slight doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust, creating a subtle yet desirable variation. Coins with minting flaws are considered rare treasures because they represent unique accidents in the minting process, turning a common coin into a valuable collectible. Searching through rolls of 1993 $50 or inspecting proof sets carefully can lead to exciting discoveries of such mint anomalies. Historically, the 1993 Kennedy $50 represents a period when the U.S. Mint continued to produce the denomination largely for collectors rather than for everyday use. By the early 1990s, $50 rarely circulated, but the Mint maintained annual production to honor the Kennedy legacy and to meet collector demand. The coin's continued existence shows how deeply the image of John F. Kennedy has been ingrained in American culture. Since its debut in 1964, the Kennedy $50 has become more than just a coin. It's a lasting tribute to a beloved president and a symbol of America's enduring spirit of hope and progress. The design itself remains one of the most admired in U.S. history. Gilroy Roberts captured Kennedy's likeness just days after his assassination, creating a profile that conveys strength, determination, and calm leadership. Frank Gasparo's reverse design, inspired by the presidential seal, is equally powerful, representing national unity and authority. Every element, from the olive branch to the shielded eagle, tells the story of America's balance between peace and strength. The inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust on the 1993 $50 reinforce timeless national ideals, freedom and faith, that continue to define the American identity. In collecting circles, the 1993 $50 is an important piece for those completing full date and mint mark Kennedy sets. A complete 1993 lineup includes the Philadelphia No Mint Mark coin, the Denver D Mint Mark issue, and the San Francisco S Proof coin. Collectors often seek coins with brilliant luster, sharp details, and no visible scratches. Proof coins, especially deep cameo specimens, remain the most visually striking examples, commanding premium prices in the numismatic market. Many collectors also keep these coins sealed in protective holders or encapsulated by grading services like PGS or NGC to preserve their condition and maintain long-term value. The grading process for 1993 half dollars follows the Sheldon scale, with circulated grades such as VF, EF, and AU indicating light wear, while uncirculated examples fall into the MS range from 60 to 70. Coins graded MS 67 or higher are considered exceptional and often sell for strong premiums. Proof coins are graded using the PR or PF system, and those achieving PR 69 deep cameo or PR 70 deep cameo status are near-perfect examples of mint artistry. Because these coins were primarily produced for collectors, many 1993 half dollars survive today in excellent condition, providing great opportunities for finding gem-quality examples. Although the 1993 half dollar is not rare in the traditional sense, its numismatic value lies in its condition, its connection to American history, and its enduring design. Collectors and investors often include Kennedy half dollars in their portfolios because of the series' cultural importance and broad appeal. The Kennedy design has been featured on millions of coins over decades, yet each year's issue, including 1993, carries its own unique place in the ongoing story of U.S. coinage. Whether in circulation or proof form, this coin continues to remind collectors of America's resilience, unity, and dedication to liberty. The 1993 Kennedy half. Here's your SEO-optimized 20-minute continuous narration script for a YouTube video about the Liberty in God We Trust 1992 United States of America half-dollar coin, written entirely in natural language, keyword-rich for maximum YouTube discoverability, and structured for smooth narration without intro, outro, or headings. The Liberty in God We Trust 1992 United States of America half-dollar coin is one of the shining examples of American craftsmanship and heritage, continuing the long and proud Kennedy half-dollar series that began in 1964. This coin honors the memory and leadership of President John F. Kennedy, whose legacy remains deeply rooted in American history and symbolism. On the obverse, the 1992 half dollar features the detailed portrait of John F. Kennedy facing left, designed by the U.S. Mint's chief engraver, Gilroy Roberts. The word liberty appears boldly across the top, representing the freedom and independence that define the nation. The phrase "In God We Trust" is elegantly placed, divided by Kennedy's profile, symbolizing America's faith and unity. Below the portrait is the date 1992, marking its year of mintage. The reverse of the coin, designed by Frank Gasparo, displays the powerful heraldic eagle, a national emblem of courage and strength. The eagle holds an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other, signifying peace and readiness to defend liberty. The inscriptions United States of America and half dollar surround the eagle, while a circle of 50 stars represents every state of the Union, uniting the design with patriotic meaning and timeless elegance. The 1992 Kennedy half dollar was struck in the standard copper-nickel clad composition used by the U.S. Mint since 1971. This composition includes a pure copper core with outer layers of copper-nickel alloy, creating a durable and silvery appearance. Each coin weighs 11.34 grams, measures 30.6 millimeters in diameter, and features a reeded edge. Its bright luster, substantial size, and distinctive design make it one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. currency history. Despite being minted for circulation, the Kennedy half dollar had largely become a collector's piece by 1992, as it was rarely used in everyday transactions. In 1992, the half dollar was struck at 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins in the Philadelphia Mint carry no mint mark. Denver coins have the D mint mark, and San Francisco proof coins feature the S mint mark beneath Kennedy's neck on the obverse. Circulation strikes were made mainly for collectors and for inclusion in annual mint sets, while the San Francisco Mint focused on creating high-quality proof coins for collectors' proof sets. These proof coins were specially made using polished dies and planchets, giving them deep mirror fields and frosted details that highlight every aspect of design. The value of a 1992 Kennedy half dollar depends on its condition, mint mark, and strike quality. Circulated examples typically hold their face value of 50 cents, But uncirculated coins in mint state grades can be worth several dollars depending on luster, sharpness, and overall eye appeal. Proof coins are more valuable due to their limited mintage and superior finish. Deep cameo proofs, graded PR69 or PR70, are considered the most desirable examples, featuring stunning contrast between the frosted devices and the mirror-like backgrounds. Collectors appreciate these coins for their beauty, precision, and the artistry that defines modern U.S. coinage. The 1992 Kennedy half dollar also presents opportunities for collectors who search for errors and varieties. Minting errors such as double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, and clip planchets can significantly increase a coin's value. A double die obverse might show light doubling on the inscriptions Liberty or In God We Trust, giving the coin a subtle yet distinctive variation. Collectors enjoy searching for such varieties, as each represent a unique moment in the minting process where human craftsmanship meets mechanical precision. Discovering a mint error from 1992 can turn an ordinary half dollar into a rare and valuable collectible, often worth much more than its face value. The 1992 Kennedy half dollar also reflects an important time in U.S. coinage history. By the early 1990s, the half dollar had largely disappeared from daily commerce, but its continued production was driven by strong collector demand. The Kennedy design had become a symbol of American pride and remembrance, cherished by generations who admired President Kennedy's leadership and vision. The U.S. Mint recognized this and continued to strike the coin annually to maintain tradition and satisfy collectors who viewed it as a staple of modern American numismatics. The design of the Kennedy half dollar remains one of the most iconic in modern coinage. Gilroy Roberts' portrait captures Kennedy's determined expression, conveying both confidence and grace. The fine lines of his hair and the smooth contours of his face show remarkable craftsmanship and precision. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's heraldic eagle stands as a powerful emblem of the nation. The arrows represent defense, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the arrangement of stars above the eagle embodies the unity of the 50 states. The words United States of America and half dollar complete the design, tie together the themes of liberty, strength, and national pride. For collectors, the 1992 half dollar is an important addition to any Kennedy series collection. A complete set from this year includes 3 main issues: the No Mint Mark Philadelphia coin, the Denver D Mint Mark coin, and the San Francisco Proof coin. Collectors often seek uncirculated or proof examples with brilliant surfaces and sharp strikes. Coins with minimal contact marks and strong luster are especially desirable in mint state grades like MS65 or higher. Proof coins with deep cameo contrast remain the crown jewels of 1992 Kennedy half dollar collecting, as their pristine finish and flawless detail make them highly prized. The grading system used to evaluate these coins follows the Sheldon scale, which ranges from circulated grades like fine and extremely fine to uncirculated grades from MS60 to MS70. Coins graded MS67 or higher are considered exceptional, displaying full mint luster and virtually no imperfections. Proof coins are graded from PR60 to PR70, with PR69 and PR70 deep cameo being nearly perfect specimens. Collectors often send their coins to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC for certification, ensuring authenticity and preserving value. The investment appeal of the 1992 half dollar lies in its condition rarity, collector popularity, and historical significance. While circulated coins may not hold high individual value, pristine uncirculated and proof examples continue to attract strong interest from numismatists and investors alike. The Kennedy half dollar series remains one of the most collected modern coin series in the world, and each year, including 1992, contributes to the ongoing story of this iconic American coin. Because of its widespread recognition and symbolism, the 1992 half dollar remains a desirable collectible for both new and experienced coin enthusiasts. Absolutely. Here's your complete, continuous, SEO-optimized 20-minute YouTube video script for the Liberty, In God We Trust 1971 United States of America half dollar coin. It's written to sound natural and engaging when spoken aloud, built to rank for key search terms like 1971 half dollar value, Kennedy half dollar, In God We Trust coin, rare U.S. coins, and valuable half dollars. There are no intros, no outros, and no headings, but it naturally flows for around 20 minutes of steady narration, ending simply with "Thanks for watching video." The Liberty in God We Trust 1971 United States of America half-dollar coin stands as one of the most recognizable pieces of modern American coinage. It carries deep symbolism, timeless design, and an important place in numismatic history. The 1971 half-dollar features the powerful portrait of President John F. Kennedy, first introduced in 1964 to honor his memory following his assassination. On the obverse, the word liberty arches boldly above Kennedy's head, representing the freedom and dignity that define the United States. Beneath the chin, the phrase "In God We Trust" is displayed with clarity and reverence, serving as a reminder of faith and national purpose. The date 1971 appears below, marking a turning point in U.S. mint history. The first year the Kennedy half-dollar was struck entirely in copper nickel rather than silver. The obverse, designed by Chief Engraver Gilroy Roberts, captures the late president's calm determination. His finely engraved hair, strong jawline, and confident gaze give the coin life and texture. Each curve and highlight reflects not only Roberts' artistry, but also the nation's respect for Kennedy's legacy. The reverse, created by Frank Gasparo, features a heraldic eagle taken directly from the presidential seal. The eagle spreads its wings wide, clutching an olive branch in one talon and a bundle of arrows in the other. Above the eagle's head, 13 stars form a semicircle representing the original colonies, while 50 smaller stars surround the entire design to symbolize the United States of the nation. The inscriptions "United States of America" and half-dollar circle the edges in bold, confident lettering. The reverse is both patriotic and balanced, an enduring symbol of peace, power, and unity. The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is 30.6 millimeters in diameter and weighs 11.34 grams. It is composed of an outer layer copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper core, creating a silvery gray luster that remains attractive over time. The reeded edge gleams as light hits it, adding texture and protection against wear. While earlier half-dollars from 1964 to 1970 contained 90% or 40% silver, the 1971 issue marked the transition to more durable and cost-efficient clad composition still used today. This change reflected the rising price of silver during the late 1960s and the mint's need to produce coins that would withstand circulation without relying on precious metal. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 155 million 1971 half-dollars without a mint mark, while the Denver Mint struck more than 300 million bearing the small d mint mark beneath Kennedy's neck. The San Francisco Mint issued special proof versions for collectors, each bearing an S mint mark. Proofs were struck on polished planchets using specially prepared dies, resulting in coins with mirror-like fields and frosted details. These proof coins stand out with their sharp contrast, and when viewed under light, the portrait of Kennedy almost seems to glow against a deep mirrored background. Although billions of Kennedy half-dollars have been minted since 1964, the 1971 issue is historically important because it represents a turning point between the silver and modern-clad eras. Most circulated examples hold face value, but collectors prize high-grade, uncirculated coins with full mint luster. A 1971 half-dollar graded MS-65 or higher by PCS or NGC shows strong eye appeal and minimal contact marks, often commanding collector premiums. Proofs in PR-69 or PR-70 deep cameo grade are especially desirable, as they display razor-sharp detail and pristine surfaces that elevate them beyond ordinary issues. Certain 1971 coins are far rarer than others. A handful of 1971 S proofs were accidentally struck in 40% silver on leftover planchets intended for earlier years. These silver 1971 S proofs are extremely scarce and valuable, often selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars when certified. Some business strike 1971 half-dollars have been discovered with double die obverse, off-center strikes, or clip planchets, each creating unique mint-era pieces that attract specialist collectors. Even slight differences in strike strength, luster, or die polishing can make one coin more desirable than another, giving depth to the pursuit of high-quality examples. From a historical perspective, the 1971 half-dollar reflects the broader story of American coinage in the 1970s. As silver was removed from circulating coins, public trust in base metal money was tested. Yet the Kennedy design remained beloved, bridging generations and symbolizing continuity through change. Many Americans saved the 1971 half dollar simply because of its association with President Kennedy, meaning relatively few actually circulated in daily commerce. This habit preserved millions of uncirculated coins, making them easily available to collectors today, while also freezing in time a piece of early 1970s America. The beauty of the Kennedy half dollar lies in its timeless design and enduring message. The words liberty and in God we trust carry immense national meaning, while the eagle on the reverse reinforces the ideals of strength through peace. Every 1971 coin, even the most ordinary example, connects collectors to a pivotal era in U.S. history. Its gleaming surface reflects both artistry and innovation. The decision to retain Kennedy's portrait after silver's removal reaffirmed how deeply the nation valued his memory. Decades later, that same design still circulates in limited numbers and remains an icon of American numismatics. Collectors often study minute details to identify the highest quality 1971 half dollars. Full strike details on Kennedy's hair, sharp lines on the lettering, and clear definition on the eagle's feathers distinguish superior specimens. Coins stored carefully since the 1970s in mint sets or original government packaging often retain vibrant, original luster. Proofs may tone slightly with age, developing subtle golden or blue hues that many collectors find beautiful. When graded and encapsulated by professional services, these coins become both protected artifacts and valuable investments, in hundreds or even thousands. These discoveries keep the hunt alive for treasure seekers, proving that even a common-looking coin can hide remarkable worth. The America, even today, coin faith, leadership, and unity. Its striking design, enduring message, and fascinating history ensure that it continues to inspire collectors and citizens alike. Each coin tells a story of transition from silver to modern metal, from sorrow to remembrance, from circulation to preservation. Decades after its release, it still gleams with national pride. Thanks for watching video.